Hello there, and thank you for your interest in becoming a CCXP, a Certified Customer Experience Professional. My name is Jerry Angrave. I'm a CCXP myself, and I'm also incredibly proud to be one of the handful of globally authorised trainers for the accreditation from the Customer Experience Professionals Association, the CXPA. So I'm going to run through why it's important and then the process and what to do next. So as I say, it's great that you're thinking of becoming a CCXP. I am seeing more organisations asking for people to have that accreditation, or at least to be working towards it when they're applying for new roles. So it's fantastic to have this recognition of the work that we do. So how does the CCXP process work? Well, first and foremost, it's a two-stage process. It's not a textbook that you can read, revise, turn up and sit the exam. That's not how it works. This is very much based on an assessment of your career to date and then an exam. So the assessment goes through each of the 6 competencies, and I'll explain those in a moment. But against each of the 6 competencies of culture, of strategy, of customer insight, of measurement, innovation and governance, you tell the CXPA what experience you've got in each of those areas. If they think you've got that breadth and depth of experience, which they would normally expect you to take between 3 and 5 years, then they will say, yep, you're brilliant, you've got the right knowledge and experience, you can go and sit the exam, which is now a 100 question, 3-hour multiple choice paper. So the areas that they expect you to be familiar with, as say the 6 areas. One is customer centric culture, so they will be wanting to know, what have you done to change the corporate mindset to become more customer centric? What have you done to help communicate with employees and improve employee engagement? What have you done to bring it all to life internally? Customer experience strategy is about setting the absolute clarity about how good you want to be and how committed you are, so that you can then build the infrastructure of the organization, the processes and operations and policies and decision making that then in turn lead to delivering the intended journeys, and you align the business around the intended customer journeys. The voice of the customer understanding and insight is that real genuine empathy with what it's really like to be a customer. What is it like to be on the receiving end of what you do as a business? How do you listen? How do you understand and analyze what that's telling you? And then crucially, how do you then use that information to drive the right changes? And similarly with measurement, metrics measurement and ROI is about measuring the right thing, not just what's easy. But then how do you translate that facts and evidence into real tangible change and prioritize the actions for your colleagues around the business to make the required improvements? And then we look at design, improvement and innovation. So how have you set out to use customer journey mapping, for example, to understand what it's really like to be a customer today, what it should be like tomorrow, and how are you using those processes to drive innovation? Are you using design thinking? Are you using ethnography? There's lots of tools that take where we are today and build on it. So it's not just about finding and fixing things, it's about genuine improvement and genuine differentiated innovation. And then the 6th area is around governance. It's called organizational adoption and accountability, but is essentially what they're looking for is kind of, again, what have you done to build that internal governance that sets the priorities, that sets accountabilities for delivering the right change? And again, linked to the cultural piece, how have you brought it all to life internally? How have you been telling stories that gets everyone excited and engaged? So they're the 6 competencies. That's what they expect you to be familiar with. So the next stage is to think about all those 6 areas, make a few notes about what you've done in each of them. I'm very happy if you want to send that to me. I'll have a look and we can have a conversation around whether we think you're ready to go and sit the exam now, or whether there may be some areas that you want to fill in any potential gaps. But I hope that gives you a better idea of what the accreditation process is about. But please get in touch with me if you have any questions at all. So my name is Jerry Angrave. I'm Jerry Angrave at empathise.com, and it would be fantastic to hear from you. But in the meantime, I wish you all the very best with your own customer experience journey. All right, thank you.